Sziasztok, üdvözlök szépen mindenkit, itt is vagyok egy újabb adással. Ugyebár onnan folytatjuk, ahogy abba hagytuk. Nagyon örülök, hogy ide jutottam, mert tegnapi nap folyamán nagyon mérges lettem. Tegnap reggel, mikor bekapcsoltam a számítógépet, kiírta, hogy frissíteni kell a Windows-t, hát rámentem, több mint 2 percig a 30%-kal ökörködött, miután újra is indította magát, majd kiírta, hogy sikertelen frissítés, és hát visszaállítja az előző módra, amiről akarta magát frissíteni. És elcseszték a Windowsomat, a Windowsosok. Eltűnt a vírusírtó, így kénytelen voltam gyorsan egy vírusírtót letölteni és megvenni. Dragon Slayer Interest. Jó a ruhát. Honnan van? Milyen aranyos kutyuli-mutyuli. Na most nekem hova is? A világ túlsó végére kell menni. Hol is vagyok? Itt. Hát, eset szóval nem tudom, hogy még egyebeket, hogy valami egyebet esetleg tönkretettek-e ezáltal. Ha még nagyobb gond lesz, én nem tudok vele mit csinálni, az a baj. Főleg mivel, hogy aki a szervizesem, az most önkényesen fogta magát és elment olyan szabadságra, emiatt a járványhelyzet, hogy sehogyan bármi történne a számítógéppel, nem lehet hívni. Az újratelepítés lenne ugye a legjobb megoldás, de az is ugye kéne. Azaz a barátos. De nem igazán fog jönni, gondolom. Mutat ide egy küldét. Hova? Én nem... Jaj, mellé küldi. Jaj, most ugyanezt felvettem. Hát, más dolog meg nem nagyon történt igazság szerint. Annyi, hogy be kellett mennem a városba. Másfél órán át átcsorogtam. Egymás nyakán álltunk. Nem tudom miért. Aztán alig bírtam kúszni, mászni. Annyira fájt már a lábam a sok átcsorgástól. Van ugye itt ez a tomb, és mindig nem tudom, hogy milyen küldetést kaptam én ide. Mert megint az gomb.
Did you know that the dark elves make jelly out of scribs? You'd think bug jelly would taste awful, but spread it on bread and oh, it's divine. Me? Going to a tomb? No, no, that's what Narcissus Dren does. He's the explorer. I'm just the hired help. I'm surprised he's not here yet. I could have sworn that old scroll said Veloth tomb, but I suppose it could have been Dreloth. Oh, there are lots of tombs. You can't swing a dead mammoth without hitting the resting place of some dark elf ancestor. Vardenfell is overflowing with the things. Anyway, I guess I'll head over to the Dreloth tomb and see if Narcissus is there.
Ugye még a legelején kaptam ezt a küldetést, nem tudom hogyan, mert ugye nem jelzi a küldetéseim közt. Biztos valakitől szóbeszédet hallottam. Fúj! 100 lábú. Wow, milyen undorító. Ez meg egy pók. Na. Erre nem lehet menni. A lockpicknek mindig örülök, hogy legyen még több. Tiszta víz. Ugye itt a lockhoz. Mi ez a hang? Nekem olyan volt, mint hogyha valami szörny adokozna. Ez honnan jött? Nem, hát itt nincs semmi. És egymás után jönnek az emberek, követnek. Kár, hogy egyébként, hogy az, ami alapból szokott lenni más online játékokban, hiányolom én ezt a mini térképet igazság szerint, azt, hogy elkezdtem azon egy térképet nézni. A mini térképen ráadásul ki lenne jelezve, hogyha van valami lootolható ásvány vagy növény a közelbe. Egy újabb város. Ráadásul még nagy is.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redarin. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg hand out of the mine and he's worse than the rest. This is on your head, Mobena.
I presume you've come here seeking work? I'm afraid the mine may be closed for some time yet. Not too long, of course. Anyway, feel free to stay as long as your coin purse allows. Our innkeeper will no doubt appreciate the business. Some of our egg hands have fallen ill. We've elected to keep them in the mines until we find the source of the sickness. Just a precaution, mind you. Surveyors from House Redarin should be arriving any minute to, you know, survey. Trapped? No, don't be absurd. It's not as if they're itching to leave. Look, House Redarin will sort this out. Speak to Foreman Lothdar if you have other questions. He's just over there, by the mine entrance. I have other matters to attend to.
Melodic mistake.
Wait, don't shut me out. I have different songs I can sing. Think of the miners. Damned fanatics. They've no respect for the craft.
Itt a kocsma, jöjjünk be ide. Eladom, amit felvettem.
The mine may be shut down.
Jó van, felveszem. Jelenleg van. Ez meg. Van itt valami küld. Kint is, bent is vihar.
Can't you hear it? The song, it's all wrong. We have to fix it.
Bah. Fresh air's not going to do the trick, boss. Whatever's down there has still got a grip on him. Thogbruth nearly bit my hand off when we pulled him out of the mine. I've never seen him like this. Poor bastard.
Well, it's about damn time. You daffy House Redoran types have... Wait, you're not House Redoran? Ah, should have known better. You'd best move on, stranger. This mine's cursed. It'll snatch you up just like poor Thogbruth if you aren't careful. Sorry for growling and moping. We've just been waiting for these damned Redoran surveyors so long. Kind of lost hope, you know? My egg hands are in buckets of trouble. Some strange noise is turning their brains to pudding, driving the Kwama mad too. It's put a hex on them. They won't budge. They just pace and hum and blubber like idiots. Practically had to beat Thogbruth senseless to drag him out here. Oh, something in that noise, that song. It's got them by the beards and won't let go. Mara's mercy. Thank you, friend. I'm supposed to wait until the Redoran surveyors show up. But to Sovngarde with that. I want my people home safe. Do what you need to do, but don't stay in there long. I don't want that song to claim you too. Well, it's barely a song. It's just a mash of notes, you know? It crawls up behind your eyeballs and makes you dizzy, paranoid. I've been working in these mines for years, and I've never heard the like. Might have something to do with all the quakes.
Quakes? That's Daisy.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Red Mountain's been pretty ornery lately. We've been dealing with minor cave-ins for weeks. Could be that one of those tremors uncovered something it shouldn't have.
Miért nem támadták meg? Csak úgy elfutott. Aragon.
Don't you? But it's not as it should be. Not at all. The song is calling. You hear it, don't you? I can see it behind your eyes. Swimming in there. Can you see the melody? The harmony? Please, you have to see it. A song. The song. Do you see how it shimmers? Do you see its tones, its colors? It should help make things clear, make things whole, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It has to be fixed. Open your ears. You have to find it, the melody. It's shattered and hidden, you see? Tucked away in the noise, but it's there. It has to be. It has to be.
A kis tör, amit ugye felvettem, jeges. A balta, amit megkaptam, az meg mérgező, úgyhogy állat jó.
It's not time yet. It should be quiet. It should be sleeping. Damn groundquakes. Must have been. What are you? No! I can't leave. Not yet. I tried to follow the foreman. I did. But it won't let me. Not until everything is as it should be. Not until everything is perfect. Yes! Yes! The song! You've heard it. I can tell. It should be quiet. It isn't ready. It isn't perfect. But someone interfered. The ground shook and... Oh, the meddling! They broke it! They ruined it! Yes, yes, but not one of us. No, it's a tinkerer, a meddler, poking around and breaking things, soiling them. He has to be punished. Yes, the song has to be pure, has to be perfect. If not, the consequences... Oh, the consequences!
Valami zene van, ugyebár, ami ezni. Ez lesz ez a zene. Ja, ezt ő adja ki? Akkor ez nem a zene. A saját gyerekei végeztek vele.
Dead and gone just like the rest. The song made it happen. Made them do it. Quama, Breton, Queen, Egghand, all the same. All just meat. They killed her. Killed their own queen. Do you see what it does? What it's doing? Broken. All broken. Just the mind for now. But soon, everywhere. It's spun out of control. Can't you feel it? It echoes and grows. Echoes and grows. Soon it'll be too loud for the mind to contain. Everyone will hear it. Everyone. And then... No! We have to fix it. Has to be fixed. Has to be perfect.
Ez tovább technológia. Oh, nagyfiú is van. Gondoltam volna, hogy lesz. Mindig szokott lenni. Azok ugye a legerősebbek. Azt hiszem, hogy jobb lenne, ha nem. Ez megint nem. Több HP legyen. Azt a követ kell állítani szerintem. Most jelenleg ez itt a főbossz. Meg jó, hogy ott se vagyok. Nem áll! Pedig jó, hogy elcsaltam. Szóval. Degej! Akkor jól láttam én, hogy az éjjelszkodás volt. Ez egy új fajta törprobot, ilyet még nem láttam. Na gyere csak! Ez mi? Ott egy másik játékos. Na végre!
I really thought I had it that time. Curse you, you buzzing hunk of junk. This is spite, isn't it? I'm sorry I broke you, all right? Oh, I should never have touched this damn thing. Stupid Revis. Just have to tinker with everything, don't you? Gracious. You nearly gave me a heart attack. You're a Redoran enforcer, aren't you? Look, I'm near to fixing this thing, I promise. Wait, how are you not a mumbling imbecile? Don't bother answering. I can't hear a thing. Ears are plugged, see? Civilize? Oh dear, you're just as mad as the others, aren't you? Look, try to focus. This resonator is broken. I need to set these dials to the correct sequence, but I can't hear the tones. Are you aware of any sequence it could be set to? Just nod. Excellent, he said, expecting the worst. Just turn these dials until you think they're in the correct sequence. That lever there seems to execute the pattern. I'm sure that if the dials are in the correct position, something will happen.
Gondolom zöldbe kell rakni. Nincs itt. Nincs itt valami, hogy keresztényevejét beállítani? De itt van valami. Hát ez nem sok minden.
Well, that didn't work, but keep trying. There are only 1,024 possible combinations after all. We'll have it in no time.
Thanks. És harmadikra megvan.
Something's happening. I think you got it.
Ja, franc, fejem.
Yes, that's it. It's working. I hope.
What happened? Come on, let's get out of here.
Ha! See? Everything worked out. I have a small camp set outside of this room. We can talk there.
Harmadikra sikerült legalább. Az a jó.
hero of the hour. You have my deepest thanks and most heartfelt compliments. The fact that you fixed it in your clearly addled condition. Exemplary work. Just exemplary. Seems like it's quieted down. I do hope it stays that way. I can offer little more than a guess. When you corrected the melody, the resonator returned to a dormant state. Some kind of slumbering function to conserve energy, maybe. What matters is that it's quieted down. Thank goodness. Oh dear, I hope so. Their exposure was fairly limited. If they had remained for another day, though, difficult to say. Please, let the foreman know how truly sorry I am. If there's anything I can do to help, feel free to call on me at my tower. I do wish I could have done a more thorough study of the resonator. What do you think they would do with such a device? Enslavement, perhaps? No, not enslavement. Oh, that's too obvious. Please, after all you've done, I'd say you're entitled to ask me several somethings. A dwarven resonator. A tonal amplification device meant to alter thought patterns. That's my hypothesis, anyway. The tones clearly have a powerful effect on the brain. To the dwarves, though, it might have sounded like a lovely song and nothing more. Well, not slavery in the conventional sense. The tone wouldn't compel the listeners to work so much as it would make working a source of profound pleasure. So the workers would be eager to work, you see? They might have even paid for the privilege. Well, again, slavery is a clumsy description. It's more like a transaction. Labor in exchange for brief, pleasurable sensations. Much like the skooma trade. I guess that's not much better than slavery, is it? Of course, this is all just conjecture. I hail from House Telvanni, a house obsessed with magical antiquity. We suffer from a peculiar need to tinker with, well, everything. I won't make excuses. I knew there were risks, but honestly had no idea that the miners would be exposed. Of course not. I've spent years surveying this ruin. I took so many precautions. Unfortunately, when I engaged the resonator, there were a number of minor tremors. They breached the wall between the ruin and the mine. The rest is tragic history. Yes, several days in fact. I erected a series of oral wards to protect myself from the resonator's effects, but I could tell I was slipping. Another few days and I'd have been as mad as those egg hands. I had to get creative. Yes, the wondrous power of Kwama wax. Given a few minutes of heat exposure, it hardens and expands. Great for plugging leaks, mending furniture, and protecting you from ancient dwarven brain scramblers. First-rate stuff.
Mindenki a másik irányba szaladt, pedig itt egy ajtó. Itt a kijárat. Mindenki meg azt a nyavaját követte. Valami zene volt a könyvben, amit ott olvastam, egyébként az volt, hogy a törpöknek az agyára hatott. Ez segített abban, hogy gyógyuljanak, jobb legyen az erőnlétük, a erejük, a gondolkozásuk is jobb legyen. Nem úgy, a Manus szerint nem úgy tervezték, hogy rabszolgákat hozzon létre. Ó, tűzlény. Jó messze vagyok. Erre kell jönnöm. Itt ezen keresztül. Vélszívó. Ezt nem tudom mi ez. Mutat valami küldit. Mit kollektáljuk? Biztos. Na, el is mentek. A hős elf visszatért. A megmentő.
You did it! My egg hands started stumbling out of the mine a few minutes ago. They've got some bumps and scrapes and more than a few headaches, but otherwise no worse for the wear. What happened down there? A dwarven what? How did... I've worked those mines for years, and I've never seen a scrap of dwarf mischief. Where is this snow-backed dark elf? It was that Telvanni skeever Revis, wasn't it? Huh. More Telvanni trickery. And to think I'd almost warmed to that little dolt. Ugh. Enough grumbling. I'm just grateful that my people are alive and safe. It's only because of you, friend. I'll raise a bottle of mead to you every night, from now until world's end. Please, take this. You've more than earned it for what you've done. With a couple of days rest and a few drinks, we'll be up and running again. I guess I should go check on the Queen at some point. She's probably a nervous wreck. Always been a little skittish, that one. What? No, that can't be. The Queen's the heart of the mine. We mine eggs for Mara's sake. Can't very well run an egg mine without eggs, can you? I'm sorry. It's been a rough few days. It was that damned dwarf magic, wasn't it? Revis, I want you to find that scrawny little wizard and tell him the bills come due. He wants to help? Well, now's the hawking time. If he doesn't fix this, we'll sick the Redoran on him. He doesn't want that, believe me. Revis lives just north of here. You'll see a tangle of old rope bridges and rocks. Kine only knows what that wizard does out there. Make sure you really lay into him, huh? I'd do it myself, but I've got to take care of this lot. Of course not. Too busy praying and hollowing out bugs, no doubt. But make no mistake. If they find out a Telvanni mage has been poking around in their territory, they'll come down on this place like a Dawnstar gale. That's a question for Revis. Frankly, I don't give a damn how he fixes it. He just needs to fix it. Tell him to use some of that Telvanni magic to conjure up a queen or something. Wait, that's a terrible idea. It'll probably end up eating us. Then it'll fall to the houses to sort this mess out. Of course, they'll probably be too busy posturing and politicking to help us. It'll be the egg hands that suffer most. You can count on that.
I knew that Telvanni would betray us eventually. We should have cast him out years ago.
Ez túlhántos. Akkor maradt. Ezek?
A new face and not a moment.
Szeretnék felhúzni valamit, uram. Shit, már!
Missing? Why, there are 3. How many eggs did they take?
Hogy az a...
One missing. Why, there are 3. How many eggs did they take? Ah, hello again, my friend. All's well and nicest, yes? I heard the bustle of the town when I returned home. It would seem our work in the mine was a success. What a relief. You care to join me for... Wait, what are you doing all the way out here? Oh dear, that is a problem. Damnable resonator. That is the last time I randomly flipped switches on an ancient dwarven machine. Never let it be said that Revis Demnavani shirks his responsibilities. I'll fix this. You have my word. Well, in addition to being a Dwemer scholar, I'm a compulsive egg collector. What? I have diverse interests. Anyway, I happen to possess a Royal Quama egg. Or at least I did. It seems that some cliff striders stole it from my hatchery. Tucked away in one of the beast's roosts, I suspect. I'm not sure which one, though. Find as many cliff strider egg heaps as you can, then mark them with this divining stone. I'll jot down their locations and prepare them for transport. You shouldn't have any difficulty finding the egg heaps. Just look for giant piles of hardened mud and feces. Did I mention that feces would be involved? No? Well, there will be feces. Loads of it. Well, it only appears unguarded. I erected a series of powerful wards before I set out to discover the resonator. Unfortunately, I was down there for a very long time. These wards don't last forever, you know. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine. I've never been interested in the brutes. They steal all sorts of things. Guars, furniture, spare keys. They pack them in mud and feces along with their own eggs. Puzzling, truly. I guess it's possible. Like I said, cliff striders are very odd and unpredictable. All the more reason to find the egg quickly.
Egymás után jönnek ezek a dögök.
Excellent work finding those egg heaps. Really, first rate. Now comes the real challenge. The mud slurry encasing the eggs is hard as obsidian. There's really no way to tell which heap contains the royal egg until we crack open the casing. Simple. We bring them all with us. I'm confident at least one of these heaps contains the royal egg. Of course, there's the other matter of getting the eggs out without breaking them, but, you know, that's something we can figure out when we get to town. Oh, don't worry so much. I mean, you managed to disable an ancient dwarven resonator with 0 training. Extracting an egg from a pile of dung should be a walk among the daisies for you, right? This is going to work. Just you wait and see.
Hogy így kelljen nekem rohangálni.
Until your house shows up, we have no other options. I'm willing to give anything a try at this point.
You'd welcome that Telvanni schemer into town after all he's done? You truly are a fool, Lothar, to oblivion with the lot of you.
Please tell me you have good news. I don't think I've got the stamina for another disaster. What did Revis say? Can he help us or not? A royal egg? The Telvanni had a Kwama queen just lying around? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. This might actually work. It would take an army to shove a full-grown queen through that mine. But an egg? We've got a real chance here. Of course, always a catch.
Így igaz.
Whatever you need to do to break that egg out, you do it. But I'm gonna make damn sure he knows we're watching.
Sorry for the delay. Getting the eggs down here was trickier than I thought. Greetings, Foreman.
Enough with the apologies, Revis. Our mutual friend told me everything. Where are these egg heaps?
Oh, yes, I'll put them down by the dock. Should make the cleanup a bit less onerous. Feel free to go down there and inspect them. I'll just need a moment before we begin.
This better work. We've got a lot riding on this. So do you.
Lothar's gone, right? Good. I have news of the unpleasant variety. Based on the looks of the egg heaps, I'd say our royal egg is near to hatching. If the queen emerges before we put her in the mine, the workers will reject her. Our misadventures in the mine gave me an idea. Kwama seem particularly susceptible to tonal magic, and tonal magic is simply the creative manipulation of sound. I propose we sing our young queen a lullaby. What? No. Simple music and a dash of magic should do. We just need a bard, preferably one that puts people to sleep. I can amplify the tones through magic to make a soothing, enchanted melody.
Itt van a kocsmában egy bárd.
Yes, and what's more, I know a bard who can do it. Vigard the Sparrow. He's a talentless hack, but he's proven very adept at putting audiences to sleep. Word around town is that he's headed south. Track him down and tell him I sent you. That should be enough.
Kocsmában itt volt pedig egy bárd. Az nem lenne elég.
Somebody help me to hurry, make haste. It's me that these filthy creatures want to taste.
Na most tudjátok, kire emlékeztet? Puska. Szóval ki akartam mondani a nevét, csak nem jutott hirtelen eszembe, hogy hívták. Kökölcsin. Őre hasonlít ez a monusz.
The hero approaches, a warrior without peer. Alas, all my gold was squandered on beer. The hero is selfless, the hero is kind. The hero won't kill me and rob me blind. I hope.
Ide vitte pénzed!
I'm sorry. I always sing when I'm nervous. But I don't have any reason to worry now, right? No reason to quake and shiver with fright. Nisus? Those dirty miners don't understand my craft. Practically tossed me out on my ear the last time I visited. Rivas has always been kind to me, though. Very well, I'll meet you there. An impromptu performance for a Telvanni mage. Very exciting.
Komolyan ez a bárd, ez tisztára kökölcsén lesz. Ez beszarja meg minden.
There you are! Are you a party to this ridiculous plan? We're paying some bard to sing to dung piles now? To soothe the royal egg with the power of music? Are you all deranged? This sounds like something out of a children's story. How is Lothar falling for this? It's clearly part of Revis's evil plan. Yes, we report this latest disaster to House Redoran, and they force House Telvanni to pay for our losses. While they're at it, they can provide us with another Quama Queen. A simple solution for a simple problem. That's beside the point. The house is very busy, dealing with some pressing threat to all of Vardenfell, no doubt. They'll be here any moment. I can feel it. The foreman wants to see you. He's down with everyone else at the docks preparing for this latest farce. While you are all playing your games, I'll be giving my report to House Redoran. They should be along any minute now.
I hope you know what you're doing, Revis.
There's my favorite hero. Everything is prepared. If you're ready, we can get started. Remember what I told you, Vigard? The sound of your voice should help soothe the Queen. Just sing from the heart.
I will, Rivas. Settle in, everyone. I've written a song for just this occasion. I think you'll enjoy it. Oh, Quama, sweet Quama, don't you wanna be a mama?
Something's happening. I think... Oh no. What is that?
Oh, look at that. It's just a baby.
Oh no! Something's wrong! Everybody run!
Gyere, 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 gyere. És már megint a hős. És hát itt kökölcsénnek annyi. Lett 2 tojásunk. Srácok! Gyertek már vissza! Húzzátok már ide!
That was your last chance, Rebus, to sun God with you and your schemes.
Finally, your treachery is revealed. Don't try to run, Telvanni scum. Your house will know of your part in this.
Manor is right. The resonator activating, the Queen getting killed, that poor Bard losing his life. It's all my fault. I deserve everything that's coming to me. More like quarantining myself. I'm a natural disaster masquerading as a person. If I just sit here quietly, no one else will get hurt. Besides, we're out of options. Other than breaking into the mine and planting the egg in the nursery, of course. You know? Fetch it. You're right. I'm the one who got the miners into this mess, and I'm going to damn well be the one who gets them out. It will be dangerous, though. Planting things in Kwama mines always carries risk. I knew I could count on you. Head to the mines and look for the nursery. I'll retrieve the royal egg and meet you there. Once we plant the egg, the workers will almost certainly attack. You'll have to fend them off until the Queen emerges.
Vissza a bányába.
Thank goodness you're here. We have to hurry. Our little queen-to-be is stirring. No time for pleasantries. Yes, and soon. We need to get Her Majesty inside the nursery before that happens. If the Queen doesn't take on the scent of the colony, the workers will reject her. So yes, urgency. Yes, exactly that. Kwama workers produce a pheromone unique to their colony. Unfortunately, these colonies often compete over resources, making them natural enemies. Hence the infanticide. Now, if you don't mind, this egg is getting very heavy. After you. Once this is down, the other Kwama are going to try and stop it from hatching. Make sure it does. Once they see it's a queen, they'll leave it alone. I'll head outside to ensure no one comes in before you're done. Good luck.
Na nem áll, hogy még olyan nagy dög is. Nem egyszerre kéne jönni. Szórakoztak, ugye? Kelj már ki! Na, megúsztuk.
Damn it, Manor. Are these Redarin Oathmen ever going to arrive? Where are they?
They'll be here soon. The chance to punish this treacherous Telvanni is too good to pass up. House Redarin is going to make your house pay dearly, Revis.
I temper your expectations. I'm Telvanni, true, but my relationship with the Council is distant at best. I doubt it will mean as much as you think.
I was wondering where you'd gotten off to. Thought you might have moved on. I certainly wouldn't blame you. Between Manor and this owl-brained Telvanni, I'm about ready to head back to Skyrim myself. How are things in the mine? What? You're not joking, are you? I mean, I'm grateful if that's the truth, but how? So, Revis wasn't trying to destroy us after all. He's still got a lot of explaining to do, but for what it's worth, I'm happy I was wrong about him. Oh gods, what a day. I've had enough excitement for 10 lifetimes. I'm just anxious to get back to work. Here, take this. Without you, we'd still be dragging half-mad miners out of there. It'll take some time to get the mine up and running, but with a new queen, I bet we'll be even more prosperous than before. Thanks, friend, and safe travels.
Már megint valami botot kaptam.
Tell me what you did. I'm still madder than a shaved cave bear, but you're free to go.
What? Excuse me?
You got us a queen. Don't get me wrong, I don't want you mending my clothes or making my food. I'd probably wind up naked and poisoned. But you did what you said you'd do. That's good enough for me.
Have you lost your mind? This miscreant can't be allowed to leave. House Redwin will hear of this. I'll report you too. I'll report this whole fetching town.
Szerintem az annak örülne, hogyha nem lenne egy bányászás.
Anything. Stay out of trouble, Alice. I mean it.
I certainly didn't expect that.
Fine goods at fair prices.
You
Ennek a macskának más hangja volt. És már nyávogás volt. Valaki járt itt, leölte őket. Ugye ez volt az a ház, ahova engem teleportáltak, mikor házat lehetett nézni, vagy mi? Te ez most nő, vagy férfi? Néztem már igazság szerint, hogy valami manuszt meg kell keresni igazság szerint, és annál lehet olyan küldét felvenni, hogy lehessen saját házam. Elnézést, megleptem az a gamepadot. Szóval ugye ez volt ez a hely, ahol... Jesszus! 322 arany! Az rengeteg. Hát honnan szerzek én annyit? Valami olcsóbb ház kéne. Ráadásul a bebútorozása is tuti, hogy egy vagyon. Hoppá, leszakadt a híd. Ellenség. Jó lenne, hogy beposztolná.
You walk among the Ursulaku Outlander. If you come as a friend, speak with me. You. I remember you. You were at Aldrin.
Hát ez hogy eszik?
You're a friend to the clans. Do you wish to prove it? Met some nomad called Xanamu of the Zainab tribe. Smart man. Told me his tribe has done well dealing with Outlanders. We Ashlanders aren't quick to change our ways, but perhaps we should try. It's up to our leaders to make that decision, but they're still in Aldrin. You could see Xanamu. Tell him you want to work with the tribes. Show us that some outsiders can be trusted. He can direct you to the other tribes.
Nem tudok semmit főzni. Pedig vannak receptjeim, ne szórakozzon már. Hölgyem! Ennek láthatatlan székje van? Nem tudok. Ja, abba a táborba kell visszamennem, ahonnan indultam ma. De jó! Nem van tőlem. Még ha fát találnék, az ugye jó lenne, mert kéne már egy új íj. Valamit levetlett. Ajjaj, szellemek. Gondoltam, már felfedezem végre ezt a területet. Ha már van lovam is.
I carry only the necessary.
Ez csalódás. Itt valami barlang. Duntja van. Úristen. Közt ezt most nem. És valami törpnyöve itt. Aha, közelben ott van egy izé. Az oda kéne mennem. Van ott valami. Ez valami kovács műhely. Jól láttam én a térképen. Aha, az. Aha! Majd már így jön meg. Várkom. A dungeon ugyebár arra jó, hogy fejlődni tudjunk, de hát attól függ, hogy milyen erősek benne a szörnyek és mennyien vannak. Van egy pont, amit nagyon mutat.
Azura is my shield, you foul creatures. Azura szentélye. Király. An outlander. Surely there must be another way. No, my lady, of course not. I'll do as you ask. Come here, outlander. We must talk. It feels strange to talk to an outlander in such a sacred place, but the Queen of the Night Sky insists. I need to render judgment on an important claim, and she says you can help me reach the correct decision. Words of truth from the mouth of an outlander. Remarkable. The Red Exiles and a few others believe that Chodola is the Nerevarine. He's convinced them, but not me. I came here to consider my options. I fear a bloodbath if I oppose his claim. Perhaps, but I must remain impartial. If someone else reveals the flaws in Chodola's claims by comparing him to the failed incarnates, that might do the trick. We thought the incarnates were possessed by the spirit of Nerevar.
Elnézést.
But each had a critical flaw that made them destined to fail to fulfill the prophecy. Their spirits reside here. Yes, you should speak to the incarnates. I see Azura's wisdom now. Take this pouch of blessed grave dust. Sprinkle a pinch upon the bones of the incarnates to call forth their spirits. Return to Aldrin after you have learned all you can. Perhaps we can curb Chodola's ambitions before they lead us to war. We need knowledge to defeat Chodola, Outlander. Listen well to what the failed incarnates have to say. Once I was the hope of my people, but then my claim was proven false. Now I wait, and I hope for the Nerevarion's return. State your question, Outlander, and I shall do as Azura urges. To fulfill the prophecy, I followed a path of blood and war. In the end, my path became a road that led nowhere, and I was cast down from my lofty spot. Take my scroll, and help the wise woman understand the futility of a senseless war.
Itt rohangálnak össze-vissza ezek az emberek. Szerintem nem tudják, hogy mit kell csinálni, vagy mi.
The Nerevarine remains a promise unfulfilled, and I am as guilty of prideful posturing as every other failed incarnate that occupies this hall. Ask your question and let's be done with this, Outlander. The Nerevarine must listen as well as proclaim. I refuse to accept wise counsel, which led to the doom of my tribe and the end of my quest to embody the spirit of Nerevar. Take my scroll and remind the wise woman that wisdom ignored is ignorance.
We are the failed incarnates, the Ashlanders who proudly proclaimed themselves to be the Nerevarine, but were found wanting. The Lady of Dawn and Dusk urged us to cooperate. So ask your question, Outlander. Take my scroll and help the wise woman see the lie of unbridled power. I thought myself the reborn Nerevar, for I was the strongest, most powerful warrior in all the land. But power alone won't save my people. In the end, it couldn't even save me.
Mortal, let us speak. I foresaw your usefulness before you even set foot in Vardenfell. Now comes a test that will challenge your ability to separate truth from lies. You must convince the tribes that Chodola is not the Nerevarine. Doversee's wisdom outshines most other mortals. She recognizes the futility of Chodola's claim. If she rebuffs him, however, the tribes will turn on each other, and blood will flow. The staff, Sunra, it makes Chodola confident, reckless. Your instincts serve you well. Chodola's path took a dark turn. However, my sight clouds when I look too closely. Sothasil built Sunra, but he did not create it with this vile purpose in mind. You must act on my behalf, and Vivek's. Then go, return to Aldrun, and help the wise woman reveal the falsehood of Chodola's claim. And let Saren assist you. She is my champion and a trusted friend of all Ashlanders. Use what the Incarnate shared with you. Their failures point the way toward Chodola's downfall. But beware Chodola's power. He may not be the Nerevarine, but some greater agency has lent strength to his conviction. Due to an ancient pact, I am not permitted to interfere in the affairs of Nirn. Even this casual discussion pushes the boundaries of that agreement. Instead, I must work through trusted agents, such as yourself and Saren. Helping that arrogant imposter? Whatever gave you the idea that I was helping that murderer? Vardenfell must stand. Everything I do in this regard serves that single goal. Best that you remember that, mortal.
Be kell bizonyítani. Hát ennek a Wise Woman-nek kell odaadnom 4 tekercset, vagy mennyit. És... hát kemény, de jó lesz, mert nem adjak a dolgok. Meg a csodalát kell tesztelé, és hát én vagyok teszt előtt, de én is mondhatni tesztelé állítom. De itt egy láda! Ajaj. Pénz! Már megint egy stuff, egy jó kis izé helyett. Nem oda. Hát ez a lét régeni fura helyen van. Ez is egy törbázis. Ó, és még törp fegyverek is vannak. Van itt egy város, ezt akarom beposztolni. Itt is van valami gyilkoló isti. Itt egy ilyen nagy poszt van, amit ugye csapat kell hozzá.
One more day, that is all I ask. Lane and Menwendel must have a plan to save this place. You mean to spend some time in Voss? I wouldn't linger if I were you. You don't have scales or fur, so you should be safe for a time. But if Savarek and his lackeys smell a whiff of danger on you, they'll put a knife in your back by supper time. The new wizard magistrate. When Mistress Dratha fell ill, House Telvanni put Savarak in charge of Voss. It was all honey and orchids for a time, but not anymore. The people are desperate for Dratha to return. I'm beginning to lose hope. Openly? No. Some work against him in secret, but he sicks his black snail mercenaries on anyone who opposes him publicly. Don't believe me? Ask him yourself. He covets Telmora Tower, but until Dratha dies, he holds court in the Gathering House. Keep your wits around Savarak. He's slippery as a slaughterfish, and twice as deadly. He's a member of House Telvanni, like Mistress Dratha. Mistress Dratha is powerful but reclusive. Savarak's a little more ambitious. Technically, yes. Luckily, Mistress Dratha's mouth, Lane Sadri, has been working against him in secret. We're lucky to have her. Savarak can sniff out a conspiracy like a Nixox sniffs out truffles. Without Lane, we'd probably be dead already. She's one of the oldest, most powerful Telvanni counselors and the ruler of nearby Telmora, the great fungal tower just across the river. She ruled Voss and lands beyond until she fell ill. Some people think it's just old age. I'm not so sure. 1,000 times yes. Our mistress has a mixed reputation. Outsiders often say she is cold and calculating. That may be, but I don't mind. She cares for us from a distance, intervening only when necessary. She respects our freedom. We pray for her recovery every day. If Dratha dies, I fear that Voss will die with her.
Folytatom tovább a felfedező utat. Itt is van valami kis településféleség. Ez azt tolja, haver.
Hold on there. I need to make sure you're not a looter or a thief before I grant you the full hospitality of my store.
Amit ott felszedtem az ura szentélyénél. Azt eladtam itt. Körbe kértem. És úgy voltam vele, hogy jövök egy íjat kovácsolni. Ja, nem ide kelljen. Ide kelljen. Ja, itt le lehetne a köveket betenni, amiket mindig eladtam. Pincs kellene.
The Red Mountain?
If the volcano gets...
They say clothing makes...
Robbery and...
Nem tudom, hol lehetne pincset szerezni.
You look a bit lost. I am a...
I don't have to go, you know. I can help clean things up around here. I know how to keep a low profile.
This isn't up for debate. You're going.
Meg mindig az érzékelődik.
I don't have to go, you know. I can help clean things up around here. I know how to keep a low profile.
This isn't up for debate. You're going. Azt írta, hogy nagyobb csoporttal érdemes ide bejönni. Mit csináltam?
Come to consult the great Devaith Fear. Well, I'm afraid I'm rather preoccupied at the moment. The Telvanni decided to honor me with membership in
Milyen
the
fekete páncélja van már.
This tower was their idea of a gift. Their choice of location was portentous, let's say. For them, my own auspices are far brighter.
Jó, elnézést.
I'm a traveler. At my doorstep, a new path. The natural conclusion should be obvious. I intend to explore beyond the rift that has emerged in my basement, or rather the caverns beyond. However, none of this lot are willing or able to join me. Upsets in planar demarcation are remarkably complex. Study must be free from distraction, an impossibility while constructs continuously spill from the rift. We must find their source and shut it down. Clear a path through the meddlesome machines in the cavern beyond this antechamber. I will join you at the rift once I've completed my usual transliminal preparations. Some are Duameri, tinkered with in ways beyond even my experience. Intriguing, but not nearly so interesting as the Fabricants. Their marriage of the organic and inorganic defies all contemporary wisdom. But are they as they seem? What, indeed? I'd only heard descriptions of the creatures in my talks with Barrelzar, Sotha Seal's former apprentice. Even he doesn't seem to have a full grasp of their design. They are life-driven by clockwork, if all is to be believed. Given the eruption of Fabricants into the caverns, my theory is it somehow intersects with Clockwork City. Anything beyond that is pure speculation. The domain of Sotha Seal, a world of his own design. Privilege of being a god. Whether it exists in Nirn is the subject of much conjecture. Perhaps we'll finally lay that debate to rest. I'd assumed you knew whose home it was you were standing in. Devaith Fear. Does that name's significance escape you as well? For your sake, I hope you're more prepared for what's to come. As for me, you could say I'm a practitioner of magic, if you were partial to understatement. I am the premier authority on extraplanar travel. My writings are taught the world over. Some are Duameri, tinkered with in ways beyond even my experience. Intriguing, but not nearly so interesting as the Fabricants. Their marriage... What?
You I don't recognize. If you've come to see Master Fear, he's preoccupied. Indefinitely. Oh. Of course, Danilo told you about that. Did she mention it's suicide? I'm sure she didn't. I don't doubt Master Fear will be fine passing through the rift, but anyone else? I'm not staking my life on it. No. I told Master Fear I wouldn't go. He just walked away. I think he fired me? I'm just glad he didn't ask my sister. If you have your heart set on an untimely death, Master Fear's still intent on going. I don't think Master Fear really means to end my service to him. Surely he's just preoccupied. The Telvanni were expanding the workshop into the caverns beyond this chamber, where the rift came into being. It seemed a trick of the light at first, like a carnival mirror. Then it began to tear, wider and wider until things spilled out. There were creatures, familiar beasts, but they weren't simple flesh any longer. They were fashioned, joined with machines, beautiful and terrible at the same time. I don't know if they live, but they hunger. Wait, are you saying you don't know who Devaith Fear is? Yes. He's the most famed and respected mage in Vardenfell, maybe the world. There isn't a subject of magic he can't discuss in totality. I really hope he'll forgive me for abandoning his expedition. Trying to make myself useful by tallying casualties and damages for Master Fear. I know he's unhappy that I won't accompany him into the rift, but maybe this will help make up for it.
Tordibál ez.
This is unbearable.
Na, végre valamit tudok főzni. Egész sült csirke. Csirke! Jó csirke! Az ott. Félig hús, félig robot. Csak úgy jönnek, hát. Meg se várják, hogy oda menjek. Tehát tényleg nem lehet egyedül bejönni. Hát emberek, a mai rész eddig tartott volna. Jövő hét pénteken innen folytatjuk. Addig is mindenkinek kellemes napot és kellemes hétvégét kívánok. Sziasztok!